recording.
And action.
And action. Okay, so quick recap. You guys defeated the quote-unquote alien creature, for all intents and purposes a predator, that was stalking you in the area. You attempted to make contact with Scalefront again. You noticed that there was a tiny little beast named Otto from before that apparently followed you guys back, or beat you here actually, to was futzing around with one of the icon areas that looked like another piece of the amulet that had the snakes in it. One was placed inside of one of these recesses on one side. You guys had the other one. You put it on the other side. The doorway turned bright white and started to glow like it was opening for you. And Rictavio had mentioned that you would need some sort of something like a Displacer Beast's skin to pass through something like this, according to his knowledge. Where he got that knowledge, nobody knows. But you guys have all done that. Tor had picked up Tillian's pack earlier whenever Tillian disappeared, and was absorbed into the dark glass before it was glowing, and cut up the pieces of the Displacer cloak that, or the Displacer skin that was found from the Displacer beast that was killed earlier. You guys fashioned bracers, bracelets, tied it on to yourself somehow, and walked through the doorway. That was the consensus, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Oh, I drank something that gave me a +7.
Okay, so you had your potion of healing.
Yeah, no, I drank some of that disgusting beer before we left.
Oh, right, the beer.
Wine.
7 temp HP or something.
The dead body wine.
Yeah,
dead
5.
Body wine. Yeah, dead body wine.
Temporary.
Full body.
Full
dead body.
Yeah, I got 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Just so the record, for
Yes,
the record.
That's right. You did. It did. You passed your Constitution saving throw and did so well that it actually gave you. Damn it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep. Did all right. So you guys are on your way through the doorway. Who goes first?
I thought we all had to go together.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not big enough for everybody to go, but it's like 2 by 2. So
We don't have to go together since we have the Displacer skin, so we could cut pieces off.
yeah.
That's right.
So each of you just has to have a piece of that Displacer cloak or Displacer beast skin on you.
So, yes.
I'll go through with Kel.
Okay.
I will go through first because of my suspicions of where this may take us.
Okay.
Is Kel's cape still acting weird?
Yes.
is that?
It is vibrating. It's not as violent as when the Displacer cloak was, or Displacer beast was around, and you guys noticed that. It's
Okay.
not acting like that, but it is acting abnormally, like it's reacting somehow. It's like a static cling type thing, where it's trying. It's trying to become one with this.
It's been real weird.
Okay.
And any of you, wherever you place that piece of cloth that was torn, or a skin that was torn that you put on, that is actually, you feel a magnetism to that area of your body. It's not too strong. It's not like gonna move you or anything, but you can feel it.
I'm wearing mine as a headband. Is that going to
Perfect.
be a problem?
Oh, I love
I'm
it.
going to wrap
Keep my hair out of my...
In fact, like the patterning on the piece of skin that you have is reminiscent of something from a little movie known as The Karate Kid. And you have like this circle with these
Wait, he was
lines going back. What's that?
what?
What?
Back in the sun.
I haven't been watching Cobra Kai at all. No big deal. So yeah, you're totally rocking that, and you're running in.
Awesome.
Unless you want to be Johnny, then you could just have it's black and it's just like a thin.
I think I'm more of a Johnny type. So I think
Okay, you can say like a thin black strip that around your. Okay. So you guys are going in. I was just
Johnny
messing with you
hero
guys. It doesn't
after
matter
all.
who goes first. So you all are going to be experiencing the same thing as you go through 2x2, and you all show up. But as you move through the doorway, you actually will. And let's get rid of that. Sorry, Tor. That only comes up for a limited amount of time during combat, and you have to cast it again to bring it back.
Can you give me? Is my hunter predator zombie somewhere on here?
Remember he went up to he went Nubbins. Or wait, which one are you
Nubbins
talking
was the
about?
first one.
Nubbins was the first
Oh,
one.
oh, right. Hold on a
That
second.
was
Yeah.
that dead body.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Hold on. I do have.
did-
There,
the head.
there's the outline of Nubbins.
Now,
There's
hold on.
Nubbins' heads there.
All right. Hold on.
The blood outline as he stood up.
Now,
Yeah.
do you place a piece of the cloth on Nubbins?
We're gonna call this one Preddy.
Okay.
Can I give a little strip of my cloth to him or
Yeah.
Is
You
that
can
possible?
you just need some of it on him.
yeah, I'll
So yeah,
give
if there's enough to put on,
rip it off and tie it on his pinky.
at least 3 inches.
Pinky.
Pinky.
Just
Pretty
the
pinky.
inches. That's all we
Just a
need.
pretty
That's all
pinky.
necessary.
Thanks, Damon.
Why the
Thanks.
inches matter?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But I mean, it needs to be like enough of like a business card. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, you put some on. You're able to move them, right? Yeah, you're good.
Mhm.
And I will make you another character sheet similar to what I did with the spiritual weapon for that later. But for right
Okay.
now, it's under your control. So just we'll keep it on the board for now.
Word.
Okay, you guys go through. And I'm gonna need
Yes.
to copy that since obviously.
Yes.
Is it
That's
like
gonna
it's
be
like that
something.
hey, it's like that one scene in Willy Wonka where they're going through that tunnel and it's all is that what it's like when we go through the portal? What's it like?
Well,
What's it like?
it's
Like
very
that
bright, and
Dune.
you you get these tingles all up and down your body, almost as if you're you feel electricity. It's like that moment right before lightning strikes, and all the hairs on your body stand up on end, and you just feel the electricity, and then you feel the energy coursing through each other's bodies and unbodies. And it all kind of like feels like you're of one consciousness, and you kind of feel your body just like dissipate, but your consciousness is still there. And as you start to feel your body again, you rematerialize in this this new space that's very dark and very scary.
Whoa.
What is that?
What's what?
Yeah,
Let's
what
go for
is
a-
that?
Come on, that's Skillfra. That's the thing that was apparently Skillfra. Oh God.
What are those things? Why are there so many of
Tentacle
them?
monsters. It's getting kinky.
Okay. Tentacle monsters.
Guys,
Alright.
we're all about
Cover
to
your
die.
butts.
That's a bunch of aboleths.
All right, so
We'll
you
be
guys
fine.
all. I'm glad that you were able to figure out what those were. So yes, the first thing that you notice as you materialize outside of the piercing darkness, are these creatures that are surrounding the area that you're in. The only illumination that you're getting is there's a small fire in the center of what looks to be a circle that has these magical runes, and they are floating around and they're moving like some sort of a warded protection spell of some sort. And through the protection spell, you see these. Did that pop up for you guys?
No.
No,
How about now?
no, no.
What the deuce, man?
I'm digging this music, bro.
How about now? You like that? You like that?
As am I. Got it.
I
Yeah.
had that custom
Yes.
made for us.
Void Keeper.
There you go. Yeah, so you see 6 of these kind of circling around, and they're kind of going counterclockwise from the clockwise rotation of the runes that are in this glowing circle. You can't see the ground, you can't see the ceiling, you can't see any walls, you see nothing but empty space and the illumination of your own bodies. And
Are,
this
are we
character on the other side of the fire.
Are we floating or are we standing on?
You feel like you're standing on
Darkness.
firm ground. It feels like there's floor beneath you, but it's so black. There's so much. It's so dark, with no illumination, no reflection. You're on solid ground, but you can't tell where it is or where it ends and what it is. But you feel like you're on level ground.
We see the fire in the middle.
Yes.
Is it a like low light fire or?
It's it's like low light. It's enough to like cast a little bit of light onto Skiofra, which you
Alright, so we
recognize
see
from
her
previous.
behind.
You see her and you see like the flames kind of like, dancing across her face as she looks at you guys and it seems to be very, very happy.
She don't look happy.
Well, hold on, let me show you. This is the
She seems happy.
this is the person you see before you. Did that show up for you?
No.
Of course, why would it not? Okay.
No.
So apparently I've got to put this in all of your journals.
Is it supposed to be Skiofra the record keeper?
Yes.
That was already in my journal.
You had
Okay, yeah, I
the,
have
like the
mine.
hand. You didn't have the handout. You had the player thing, which was a bunch of gobbledygook that didn't need to be there. I think so. I made a specific handout. So I'm just gonna have to remember to do that if I use any more of these in the future. But yeah.
Yes, that one did pop up.
Skio free.
So Skillfra begins to talk, and it's hard to speak. It sounds like it's like whenever you try to talk and you haven't spoken in like a day because you've been sick and you forgot to drink water, and so your throat's really dry, and so it has that like kind of like struggle to like make the first sound. And she like stands next to the fire and walks towards you on level ground, so you can tell that there's some sort of floor between you and her. There's no emptiness. And she says, "Oh, I'm so glad that you made it. I wasn't sure if you understood my sign language. How did you? Who are you?"
We're from ZWT.
Oh,
Yeah.
good,
We're from the guild.
good.
You are Ski. What is his name?
Skillfra. Yes, the records keeper. I
Skillfra.
assume that they
Yeah.
told you about me. I don't recognize any of your faces, but you said you were from the ZWT without me saying anything. So it's and then she looks behind her and she goes like she's trying to communicate with something.
Oh.
I'm
I'm sorry. What was
Anyway.
that? What was that you just said there?
Oh,
I'm
nothing.
inciting that for sure.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Real good.
It just looks like a nervous tick to you. Like,
Yes,
there doesn't
okay.
seem anything malicious about it anyway. So,
Yeah, I let Skiofra know that Kendall just left to go tell what's his name.
now
the
Kendall,
big
I
boss.
remember. I remember Kendall.
Sticks.
Flick
What's the hell
rare.
that guy's name?
Sticks. Oh,
Yes,
that's so
Flick.
funny. Oh, Flick.
Flick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Flick.
Flick.
Is Flick coming?
We sent Kendall to go tell Flick that we found you.
Okay, so he's gonna come. All right. Well,
We don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
that's
but
all right.
I'm not
Oh,
sure if he's a hands-on. Is he a hands-on sort of flick or distant
yeah.
flick?
He's definitely hands-on.
Okay.
He and I go way back. A few things that I remember about my past, he's definitely one. But
These
he was
things you remember?
definitely a mistake. Definitely a
Were
mistake.
you ever a maid in his household by chance? I just ask out of curiosity, because I am a seeker of knowledge, a knower of history, and wanter of more history.
I mean, I had my book. I lost it whenever I ended up here. I was actually on my way back to talk to the ZWT when some things happened, and
What sort of book are you referring to?
well, it's my record keeping book. I got into this is a long story, but
Well, before you start, Kel, don't you have some sort of book Or did we leave that somewhere? I get lost.
Flick still has it.
Son of a
Wait,
Flick.
did he?
I asked about taking it back, and you said that they were still going over it or something.
Okay. Okay.
I think.
Okay. I thought that they went over it that night. They gave it back to you the next day. I'm pretty sure that that's what we did.
I thought they gave it back too.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened too.
I mean, then I have it. I don't remember.
Either way,
We
this
got
can
it
play out.
once.
So it's up to you guys.
I mean, it's still in my inventory, but I never actually took it out, so who knows?
Okay. So then, up to you. Do you have it or do you not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Maybe we should.
I mean, I wanted to get it back before we left.
I remember you.
I feel like we kept it because of the
my history.
There was
The
there was
almanac.
discussion where they
The
took
almanac.
it for a little
Yeah,
bit,
we talked about that.
but then he gave it back to you because he trusted you and he looked over everything and he saw that everything was in order, so he gave it back to you. But they were gonna
Okay.
keep an eye on you, like everybody here, right?
Okay.
Like they wanna learn more about you and you're part of the ZWT, so you're coming back, right? Or are you? So skill for you. Do you produce the book?
No.
Okay. So what
Oh, he holds on to it.
what are you talking about?
Okay.
The book.
Well, what sort of book? I mean, I keep a diary of,
Well, it's about.
songs and sings and sites. What do you?
Well, it's about yay big. It's got a green back and it has some like gold filigree on it, and it says for his record keeping book. And there's a little squirrel on the back, and there's a bunch of little drawings inside of it. And then I've got my notes, and it's one part autobiography, one part historical recounting of the ZWT and their efforts to change the world for the better. I mean, really, it's nothing special.
Well, oh yes, yeah, but
Since it
history
happened.
is good. But when you say history, what's your cutoff date? I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's very dark in here. It's easy for me to lose time when I sleep, and you seem like you sleep a lot.
well, if there's one thing that there's a lot of in here is time. I've been here for quite a while, 200 years to be. Well, hold on, wait. And she runs over to the wall, and it looks like she's looking for something, but there's nothing there. It's just all black. So, and there is no wall. So you're just assuming that she's running over there, and she's like running her fingers across. She's like, yeah, 190, 200 years. 200 years I've been here, waiting.
And how many years ago
Okay.
did you lose the book?
Well, that's the tricky part. I lost the book in the past.
Oh,
All right,
what?
listen. this is
Easier than
just-
the future.
You should. Why don't you sit down? I'll make you some tea. I'll make you some tea. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Wait,
Story
hold on.
time.
Wait,
It's
how
been a while.
about we figure out how to get out of here?
Well, that's really simple. And she points to back there behind her, where you see another this giant gear with kind of like a moving doorway, like a revolving door. It's like a glass sheen that kind of keeps washing over it, and it keeps repeating certain things. And what you see on the other side is it looks like the inside of a temple, and then it cuts to a hillside, and then it cuts back to the temple, and there's it keeps it's on a loop.
Skiofa, why didn't you leave if it's so easy to leave? Why'd you stick around for 200 years?
So you can only leave if you're still if you're still alive. So if you had a spirit
you're in.
when you came here before, then you have to have a body to be transferred into to materialize on the other side.
Yikes.
Can it be anybody?
Um,
Let's say we have a body that we happen to have brought with us.
So, well, if they didn't have a soul before, they're fine. So
I'm gonna take a step.
and then she's kind of she looks around. She's like, yeah, that.
It's not pretty,
hold
but
on,
I
wait.
mean,
And she kind of snaps her fingers, motioning to the fire, and you see this step outside of the fire.
Oh,
Is this your
that
friend
the
too?
guy-
He's only been here for a few minutes. Is this your do you guys know This person, they don't talk. They're dead. So I don't know why they're here. I don't even know how they got here.
Yeah.
Is that the first zombie we
It's,
sent
it's,
through?
it's Nubbins.
No, that's
Yes.
This is Nubbins.
Nubbins,
Oh, that's
you
not-
bastard.
He
Okay, so
walks
that is
over
the
to-
first one we sent through.
Yeah. So he does walk over to Tor, and he kind of like stands at attention next to you. I don't know if you've got
No.
I don't know if you can move that one, but I'm gonna
I
make
cannot.
another one,
Okay.
and we're gonna do that. No, oh, you've
Yes.
got, yeah, there you go.
that's the predator token.
Yeah. 'Cause that's
I
what
was
he
like,
animated.
wait.
He animated that, and then he lost it because it went through, it got sucked through because of the things that went on. So yeah, real quick, so younger me, I met up with. I tried to hold on to my secret as long as possible because was working the details out on how to get back. I figured it out. I figured out what I needed to do to get back. The other side of the portal is actually in the temple that I was in, where I met her. Because when I was younger, I kind of sometimes you do things you regret. I kind of joined a cult. It's not a big deal. But
What was your symbol?
and then she kind of like, I don't have any pen or paper or anything, but it was
It was a snake.
snakes. It wasn't a big deal. Actually, back then, it wasn't a bad thing. It really wasn't. I mean, we're just a bunch of do-gooders that were trying to save the world. And my sect, my particular sect, was women only. And we were just trying to do right by the world, and we were the protectors of the talisman of power. But I mean, I won't go into that.
What?
Yeah. I tried to come clean before I left to give some advice. I kind of wanted to tell her about Flick and not to get involved with him, and romantically, and things did not go well, and we got in a scuffle. I was letting her read my notebook to prove that I'm who I say I am, and then she wanted to keep it. I grabbed it. She ripped a couple of pages out, and then I took it, and then we were kind of overrun by this group of people. I didn't get a good look. I tried to escape and tried to bring her with me, but she wanted to defend, and as I was leaving, I got shot with an arrow in the back as the portal activated, and my soul got sucked into this void, and now I have nowhere to travel back to. So I'm stuck here, and that's what's going on. But this gate goes back to that exact moment. So you can't save me, but you might be able to save my younger self and tell her about what's going on, and then in turn saving me.
So you're saying that portal behind you will take us back into the past?
Yeah, 200 years, because that's how long I've been waiting. So it stops at the moment that I come through. So just like the portal that you just came through will stop at the moment that you left.
Do we know what year it is from where we just came from? What that year is?
So I haven't worked out like a calendar, but through discussion, you guys could figure out that basically 200 years is the date. It's that when you came to this moment, it's been 200 years that she's been here, which means that 200 years in the past is where that doorway leads.
Oh, okay.
So no matter what day it is, what year it is, that's how long ago it is.
Okay.
Oh man, this is nuts.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And we. Oh, that was weird too.
Sorry.
So we can't go back to the gate we came in through, right? We can't go back through the
I mean, you can,
present
but
gate.
it might be dangerous. Usually, you have to make a full circle, so that you can't go through the same gate twice, or you might die. I'm trying to work some of the details out. In, I know 200 years, I should have plenty of time, but I haven't had a lot of experimentation go on. So no one's been in or out since I came here. So, except for Nubbins over here. And I think if I'm reading these runes correctly, they kind of outline the rules, and it says you need to either take a life or bring a life in order to traverse the gate. Obviously, I don't have one. I just have my soul. And I can't communicate with the gods. There's no trees here, which has been horrible. All of my woodland companions are gone. Sometimes I think I see them, but...
Would you like a nubbins?
I mean,
we'll discuss about going in the past and maybe
you mean
like
a person? You mean one of your people?
Yeah, if you want someone
I'm
to
sorry.
chat with, along with the void worms here.
Well, they don't really talk to me. They just kind of.
Well, neither will Nubbins. I mean, he doesn't have a head. It'll just be a.
Right. I guess
hole.
He would. It would come in handy, I guess, in my experiment for the
gurgling.
future.
Yeah.
So when Nubbins is like
attack you in 24 hours.
oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, time doesn't work normally here.
Yeah, time doesn't work
Yeah.
the same.
We don't know when 24
Yeah,
hours.
I would imagine. Yeah, no time would pass there at all.
Yeah, when you come back,
Because the
Nubbins,
time
you'd
period
be-
Nubbins came from, it's frozen.
Now you got it, guys. Now
Nubbins,
got
you
it.
stay with Skillfra and do whatever or perform whatever.
So it's the same one that was here before,
Vibe.
right?
Perform whatever.
Well, we're already acquainted, so I don't mind. Yeah, that would be great. Maybe I can come up with some more ideas with the rest of my unlife.
I mean, if you need a meat sack, you've got a Nubbins.
So,
Well,
Skillfra, if we
yes.
go through the past, what are we going to do to get back to the present?
So, okay.
Do you even know?
Yes. Okay. So I was able to observe a little bit that was going on in the few moments after I got here through the glass until it started to loop. And,
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh, I was just something. A revelation just hit me. I need to talk to Kel and Ani and Tor really quick.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a minute. Hold on.
Privately.
I'll go reset the glass over here to see so you can see what's going on. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves, and she kind of pulls off some cloth and sticks it in her ears like she can't hear, and she goes over to try to read the runes.
Well, that was nice. That was nice of her. Kel, that book you have. It's some kind of journal almanac, is what we were calling it before, correct?
Yeah.
Does it have the last 200 years worth of information in it? Out of curiosity.
I know it has things that haven't happened yet, and I'll kind of check.
So does it
behind
have
me to
stuff from
make
the
sure
past
that-
or the future?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna check behind me, make sure she's not paying any attention
Oh.
before I go into my
Okay.
bag, and then I'm gonna check. Does it have 200 years in the past?
So what you see is the 200 years in
Ah,
the past,
come on.
except it's missing about 6 pages towards the end. It basically just recounts the things that were going on at this time and a bit about the world and how people viewed things. It's a little bit more. It's pretty boring stuff, as far as it's like a study on culture and historical things that were going on at the time.
God, that would be super boring.
Yeah, but that's her job. You know what I mean? Like records. Now,
But
the
it has
last- it
It
starts
has the
to
past and the future.
it does have the future in it from the 200 years past, or that are after this. But how can that be?
That's why.
I'm just at least I'm relieved because at least if we do go through the past gate, we'll have some kind of bearing as to what's going on.
It starts
Because I don't.
right after the Zero War, but there's no mention about what happened to cause the Zero War. Those are the pages that are missing.
Excellent. Well, I just want guys. What do you guys want to do?
And also the location of
I don't
where Arn may be.
Oh,
Well, I have a question for her about what these terrifying monsters floating around.
Yeah, no
Um,
kidding.
What are they?
That was my next
Why are they not attacking? What is happening?
my next
Do
question.
you go up and tap her? Because she's like staring off the opposite direction and she has her ears covered with stuff. She can't hear you.
I mean, if no one else has anything that they want to discuss without her involved first.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't want to hear about the book. That's all I didn't want to hear about.
Okay.
The book.
Okay.
So
And yeah, I guess I'll go over there and tap on her shoulders and walk the crazy old lady back over to
You notice the aboleths. I'm sorry, the void keepers, as she called them, kind of just move up, like they're kind of like tracking your movement, just to see, like it seems like they're trying to see what's going on, make sure that things are in order. So as you go, you tap, you notice this like out of your peripheral, like they're not engaging, they're not trying to do anything, they're just like kind of moving a little bit closer to the area, the side of the runes that you guys are on, as they're doing their dance around.
creepy.
And when they do, when you tap on her, she's like turns around, she like pulls the cotton out of her ears and say, "Oh, are you done discussing? Is everything all right?"
It's fine. We just made a quick. What are those? As I point at the keepers.
I don't even notice they're there anymore. Really, they don't interfere. They don't do anything. I just in the runes, they're referred to as the void keepers. Apparently, there's some sort of whatever this pocket dimension is, this bridge. They're just here to maintain the balance, keep the peace, whatever. They've never interacted with me. I've tried to contact them with my mind, with sign language, with all anything that I had in my repertoire. That I did interpretive dance one time. They seem to like that, but no interaction.
Have you ever tried crossing this circle of runes?
I felt it best not to. I don't know if that's actually what's protecting me from these things. It seems to be some sort of a. It's more than a warding spell, but it seems to be.
Would you like Nubbins to cross it?
Well, I mean,
Can I just put a hand up against the runes?
the runes. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it solid, or do I feel like I could potentially push through?
You feel like it's solid.
So if I give a little more force behind the push.
It feels like a waterbed. Like that's what you feel.
So goes
With your
in
innate
and
strength,
then
that's what
kinda
I'm
bounces back
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Kind of like has a little bit of buoyancy, but bounce. Feels quite pleasant, actually.
I just give it a little wing boy. And then I step back.
I said that because of the two runes that you're right next to. Anyway,
Ew.
you cut it in post. Anyway, next.
Cut it in post.
So you feel like it's not a solid wall, but it's definitely something that's keeping something out or something you in.
But it's not, it's not like I could easily just step out of it. If I
No,
wanted to.
you'd have to go through whatever it is that it's made out of, if you can.
Do I recognize the runes?
I would say that you probably recognize every eighth letter, just from different books and stuff in the future that you're familiar with, and it's like a dead language, long dead in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing that stands out. You couldn't make any words out or anything like that.
Okay. I'm gonna, whisper to Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Do you recognize this? Anything about this? The runes, the creatures, Sciofra, anything stand out to you?
You get no answer.
Heh.
Who you talking to, Cal?
Out my head. When I talk to Octavio, it's all inside my head.
Yeah, it's like internally. You kind of have this panic set in. Like, wait.
Don't like that. No, don't like that.
Because it's not
no.
just silence. It's like you're on a two-way radio, and it's like you hear like that little hum of electricity, like it's not there.
Do I feel any different after
No.
like being in here for a few minutes?
No. You feel the same.
I'll look around at the group. And then I'll just look back at Scofer, but like, so you want us to go back and try to save you and your younger self by giving information?
It's a little more complicated than that, but yeah, I would like you to save me so that I could not be here, whatever reality that might end up.
You said that you had pages that were torn out. Do you
Yeah.
have those pages?
We were in a
The
fight.
younger one has them.
We were on the top level of the temple, and she didn't believe me. I tried to take my book back because I didn't want her to have it anymore, and she kind of grabbed at it and grabbed a few pages, and they kind of like flew all over. I heard her picking them up as I walked off crying, and then that's whenever I heard the sounds of soldiers coming up the stairs, and I felt two sharp pains in my back, and I fell as I was walking towards the gateway, and I must have hit the icon, and it must have activated as I was dying, and I'm not sure what happened, how I got here, but here I am, and it's been a long, lonely time. But more importantly than my life, the what I saw after I was here and I could only see through the glass was mercenaries or soldiers for an army that I don't know exists coming in, slaughtering everyone there, and then taking the talisman of power and leaving.
Did you see an emblem?
I didn't make anything out, no, because it kind of starts to get blurry as time goes on, and then it fades out, and then it loops.
So what do you want us to go back and defend
Well,
you basically?
No, it's too late for me. The time loop that's set is they've already begun to leave, if not already left. They've killed everyone and thrown everybody
so we're
that was.
not gonna go back into them coming in.
No, the fight's done. That's over. Go in, find the pages if they're there. If not, please find me, warn me about this moment, so that I don't do that, so that I can warn you in the future about everything that's going on here. Meanwhile, the talisman of power can't fall into the wrong hands, because if it does, they can destroy the entire world with earthquakes and thunder.
What does the talisman of power look like?
It's
we already have this knowledge.
It looks like a large green.
Yeah.
They know what it looks like. You guys would not know what it looks like. This is something apparently that was guarded by this group of people. But she does tell you that it looks like a giant green orb that is surrounded in looks like barbed wire to keep people from touching it, and it glows green. And there's a altar at the base of the temple that it would sit in, and it usually is covered because light enhances its power, and they try to keep it in the darkness. And they were actually in the middle of a ceremony to cast it into darkness. They were preparing for that whenever they were attacked. And that's what she tells you.
To go back, warn younger you about the moment of you two meeting up so that you don't go back and don't get shot.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Whew. It's heavy stuff.
Save the world. Don't forget that part. It's very important.
And then we just live out the next 200 years.
Oh, no. Once you find the talisman, everything will be set right. You know, make sure that it's cast into the darkness at the base of the temple, and then, you know, whatever information you're looking for, you know, hopefully you find back there, and then, you know, you should be able to return here as long as you have, I don't want you to take a life, but you may need to take a life for this to activate, or bring a life. I don't recommend you having kids, but, you know, if you got them, cool. The only other way I know to get in here is the way I did, which was dying. That's not a good option either.
So,
The talisman should help us get through, or is it should fix the time
once the
loop?
talisman is back, as long as you have a piece of displacer cloak or displacer beast skin, as you did coming through here, you should be okay. But all of you have to be here.
Okay. Oh,
You have to join.
it's
You
all or
have to come
nothing.
back the same way that you came in. Together.
whew. Okay.
Would you like 2 dead bodies?
I mean, you're gonna need at least one, and you're gonna need a fresh kill. I assume that
Well,
you guys
I mean,
activated because this guy over here and looks over at Predator Nubbins.
What if I lose one? If I take one with me and he dies, or reperishes,
No,
can
it
we
has
get back without it?
No, a soul would need to be lost.
Okay.
gained.
Okay. You're still on the team, Brady.
so she's, I'm keep hearing her talking. She said something about a child,
Mm-hmm.
and that seems a little familiar.
Oh, does it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So is this like a similar process, or is it like the same process that I?
It sounds like the same process that was told to you whenever you came back in the time, in where you were. You weren't necessarily traversing time; you were traversing space into another dimension. So, but it
Yeah.
was in the past of that current future. So yeah,
So it's like a similar process.
Wow.
I know.
That was heavy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, a little
Um,
too much for high math.
No, I'm just no. It's just Tom's having a hard time
Yeah.
comprehending the
Tom can't figure this
concept
out.
of parallel universes
Time magic.
and time travel.
Talk about time magic.
Yeah, time magic.
Well,
It's
no
the
matter
worst.
what we do, I
Uh,
think we should take a rest before we go, since we basically have.
We rested
unlimited
before we
time
got in
now.
here.
We had a short rest. I mean,
Yeah, you guys take a short rest.
Oh, yeah, we
yeah.
Yeah.
We might as well take a long rest because we apparently have infinite time.
Oh well.
That way the cleric can get his spells back.
Rejuice.
And looking at Scoper, we basically have.
That look says no.
About that, you guys want to rest, you'll feel great in the morning, but I don't know what it is about this place, but there seems to be no communication with the gods at all. They don't
Oh,
they don't want to talk in here, I guess. I don't know. I can't talk to nature, obviously, but in case you didn't know, I'm a druid. It's been real
So in
rough.
essence, we get nothing that we replenish after a rest comes back.
You
while we're
get
here.
health, and if you have anything that's divine magic, so Tor would not regain his spell slots. Magical spell slots would not reactivate, but you get your health back. You'd be at full health.
When I get my
So-
lux.
Mm-hmm. Anything that's not divine magic or
Arcana.
arcana, yeah.
I'm gonna look around and be like, well, do we want to? Or how's everyone feeling physically?
I'm good.
oh, we can't go back. I feel great. I leveled up, so I'm feeling like
Leveled up.
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling like I'm 5 levels above where I should be.
I feel like 20,000 hit, 20,000 XP.
Okay.
Didn't get touched.
So we know what we have to do. We know how we have to get back, kinda, sorta.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yay.
Just-
Yeah.
Just as an experiment, I'm gonna touch Kel's weapon
Okay.
and cast Channel Divinity's Sacred Weapon.
Okay. That's supposed to make it magic, yeah?
You are holding. Unicorn's its weapon also emits bright light.
1 minute.
So you reach out.
It only works on your weapon, by the way, because you have to be holding it, and if you stop holding it, it stops being magic.
Oh, right. If you drop it, it's no longer. They can't pick it up and use it against you, right?
You do it on your own.
So you try that.
On my base.
So you try to do that, and as you prep yourself because you're used to a certain feeling shoot out of your hands and whatever you're gripping tightly, and nothing happens. Like you don't have that feeling.
I look over at Kel. She's telling the truth.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie. Why would I lie to you? You're the first visitors I've had in 200 years. This is like a treat for me. And now you're about to leave, and I'm sending you, hopefully to keep me from coming back in here. I don't know.
You keep doing that.
What is that?
Oh, sorry, nervous tick. I'm, you're here 200 years. I kind of start to lose it. I'm trying to communicate with my pet squirrel, and sometimes I see them, and I was just saying, hey, come here. But
Do they communicate back?
no, sometimes no.
Did I notice that Tom had like a weird reaction to it when he heard it?
I don't know.
Like the
Did
first time?
did you have a weird reaction or Evan? Nope. Maybe his eyes or whatever, but nothing
I did
audible.
not.
Okay, I know that there was like attic.
That's what I was wondering. You
Out of
said something
character,
like
yeah.
I wasn't sure. Thinking
I
character,
think
but
it
it's
was
just
out of character, yeah, because I was being weird.
No.
Okay.
Nah. Tom was cool. Tom didn't have any problems.
All right.
All right.
One thing I need to make sure that we have this. We all have a full understanding of how to get back.
Yeah, just don't die.
Uh-huh.
And come back at the same time, or come back together once the talisman is replaced. That should be sufficient energy in the area, and also either.
And we have to kill somebody?
Well, you gotta kill something. It just has to be something with a soul. So not an undead. It could be an animal. Well, this is my reading. This is my understanding. This is just what I've seen in my study. But this is my interpretation.
So stepping into here, if we hadn't.
Well, this is fine.
gotten
This
to
is the
fight
bridge.
right beforehand, would we have not come?
It may not have opened. That seems to track. So there was death right before, and that may have explained the dead bodies. Because I did see that on the outside. Because that's the moment in time that I, came here.
And you said you saw nobody else come through here?
Nobody else has come through here now, not except for Nubbins over here.
Didn't you guys say that somebody disappeared through this portal?
Oh, Otto. Yeah, but he didn't show up here.
Where did he show up at?
I was just looking, like, that was more to the party, like, because they were talking about somebody disappearing.
Oh.
Not Otto, their previous party member.
So we have an understanding of like mongrel folk, right? Like we kind of know what they are.
You
They're
have
like
heard of them,
experiments?
and now you've been near them in close proximity. They were something that were more common back, like well before your time. Hundreds of years before, when people were trying to recreate. Dragonborn are actually not very common, and especially not in your time. But even before, like they weren't very common, and they're seen as these dragons didn't exist in this world to anyone's knowledge outside of myth and fables, and no one takes it seriously whenever you start talking about dragons. It's not a real thing, right? they have extrapolated the idea of dragons based off dragonborn existence, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they were trying to create. They thought oh well, lizard humanoid. They've mixed at some point, and they can't pinpoint the origin of a dragonborn. So they were trying to reinvent these hybrids, and they were failing miserably. And that's where mongrel folk come from. They're just like these genetics. Some of them are made, and some of them are born. And yeah.
So would it be possible that he just doesn't have a soul, since he's like created?
Could be.
Yeah, that actually plays out.
Could make sense.
Would
what
my
happens?
12 intelligence be enough to figure that out myself?
You know, why don't you do an intelligence roll? Just a straight intelligence roll. Oh, yes.
Nailed it.
Yes. You would propose this on your own little brains.
All right, I'll say that. You know, he might have just not have a soul, since he was possibly just created. So it'd be
Poor
appear
guy.
you need. Well, I don't
Poor
know.
guy.
Now I'm really confused. I'm like, those are zombies that are here.
So
I
the
really don't know
zombies
what's going on.
came in with you. They're not considered, but they were tied to Tor. So
Like
they're
equipment?
like tied. They were tied to his soul. So they're here in the now, but we don't know what's going to happen on the other side.
Okay.
Skilfra explains that to you, and then also Skilfra says, "Oh, there's one more thing. I forgot. It's kind of important. Maybe
One
not a
more
big deal-
thing.
Maybe not a big deal. Maybe not a big deal for
One
you.
more thing.
But nothing that is non-magical on your person is going to go through. Does that make sense?
What?
Means we're gonna be naked.
You're going to be naked.
No weapons unless they're magical.
Silver,
I've been here before.
gold, magic. That's the only things that go through in your bodies.
So I have that. Okay. So magic in our bodies.
So
Yeah.
can we leave our gear here?
I mean, there's no
It's
guarantee
better
that
than losing it.
you're going to get it back here. But yeah, sure, if you want, you can put it here.
But
Mm.
when we go.
Can I throw my clothing through the other door?
If
Wait,
Because if
come
it's
back
frozen
through.
in
The
time
present.
when we go back, it'll go back to when we left. So my clothes will be where I left them.
But by that theory, we wouldn't be able to go back through. It sounds like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be there when you get back.
It's just in the bridge is when it gets.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
all right, well,
It's at
there's
this
some
point
things
that
I
you-
don't want to just leave sitting here with Crazy Lady. Sample the book. Do I know if the book is magical, or if it's just a book?
I'm
I'm gonna ask her. Is your book magical?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I had a warding spell on it, and for anyone who I didn't want raiding it,
Oh, perfect.
that would anybody that wasn't in the ZWT. So obviously, you guys would be fine.
Perfect. So I would have the book, I'd have the ring, I'd have potions. I would lose all my wines.
Oh, we forgot the barrels of wines anyway.
But those
I
were-
drank some.
Those
I
were
drank
fine.
some of the barrel.
Those are still there.
I drank some
Yeah,
of
but
that
that's
sweet
on.
barrel.
Yeah, but that's back on the other side.
Yeah.
I didn't bring those through.
Oops.
Well, I think we could have a drink before we go through. Not a lot of drinking, just a drink, because these aren't coming with us.
Oh, is that wine? Can I have
Yeah,
a sip?
yeah, sure.
Please?
How many bottles did you grab?
Or
Where did you get these?
I hold out my hand for a bottle.
I'm like about to give it to him, and I'm like, why do you need what? Why does it matter where I got him? And I'm like, no.
I just wondered what the vintage was. I it's been so long.
Oh, okay. I got him. You know, insight check. I'm gonna insight check that.
Okay.
I don't get all of this is great. Trust everyone.
You trust every word.
I mean, it makes sense for my character flaw.
Ani, you also trust. 100%.
Like, oh, I got it from the whatever the name of that place we were at.
Oh, the Abbey. Oh, this is sanctified
Yeah.
then. This is gonna go with you.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, it's been touched by holy magic. So
I'll still let you have a little sip, and I'll open one up.
she takes a sip, and it like everything seems normal, and then all of a sudden you just hear this splat on the floor.
Gross. She
It's like
just-
ran right
She
through her,
passed out or threw up.
almost like a ghost,
Oh,
kinda,
gross.
but
Oh, she's a spirit.
kinda.
It's like Casper
Yeah.
when he eats the movie. And
Yeah. And like just like falls out.
Did you even taste it?
Oh, I did. It was so good. Thank you so much. It was delicious.
It's a little weird.
Should we just go?
Just like
I'm ready to go.
I'm just trying to if everyone would still have on them when we went through. Just in case it matters.
remember, anything magical on you is fine. So magic weapons, magic armor, sanctified items,
So my
amulets.
mace and belt are fine, but I lose my
Belts.
chainmail and my shield.
Yeah. I lose everything.
Anything that's
except for-
not magical or gold, silver, yeah, or any kind of magical attunement or any other kind of magically.
That
Altered.
plate mail that I got off the Predator that's damaged, does that count?
That would be, yeah, that would be, that would count. That would count.
Yeah.
That seemed to have something special going on with it because it was magical.
The Abbot's feathers.
Abbot's feathers. Anything
My
from
AC.
the church.
My AC is gonna go from 20 to 10.
What?
I thought you had a AC bonus from being a Warforged.
But 20 to 10
Uh,
because you're
if I-
well. Hold on
If
now.
I take off chainmail and shield,
Now, Skilfra looks at you and says, you're a special case. I feel something coming from you that's different. I feel like, are you?" And she touches you, and she's like, "You're very solid, very well built. Where are you from?"
thank you.
From outside.
"I'm from the shop."
I just point back at the portal.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm feeling something different about you.
As some Warforged, I thought your armor like
It can't be removed from you.
assimilates into
It's
you.
part of your
yeah.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of
And
you.
whatever energy is inside of you that is causing you to be in existence is what's tying it all together as its spirit.
Oh,
So I would think, knowing that I would think that you might be okay.
gotcha.
So there's that. There's the badge. I'd have the cloak, the book. Unless the badge is magic. Because our RSDB badges magical.
Yes, those would definitely be because
Sick.
they're kind of like scrying spells like woven into them,
Oh, okay, cool.
so they can keep track of where you're at. Usually,
So just lose like rope.
you're gonna lose your clothes, your armor, your weapons that are not magical.
This sucks.
But I'd have that silver great sword that we took with us.
I don't have
It's
none of my
no,
stuff's magical.
Silver
except
would
for-
be fine because that's counted as silver or gold.
Yeah. So I'd have this.
Crap.
I'd have no armor. I'd just took the great sword or shield. This is all just immediate.
Oh, I have
You'll
that-
all be naked, except for my cloak.
Yeah, I have one dagger we got from that stupid house. The rat skull on the end of it. That's got to be magical, right?
No, it's just ornamental.
Damn. So, yep. Then I got nothing. Just my bare fist. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna lose your
Get it.
your
We're
hand
gonna have to
crossbow.
find some.
I'm gonna lose everything.
Stat
We're gonna have to
on the other
steal.
side.
Look,
We have to steal some shit. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
That's where Tom makes his living. Oh
I
yeah.
don't think
Bring it
it'll
on.
be that difficult, considering that we're going into
I
this this temple full of people that were trying
Full
to
of
do
dead
things
people?
for the greater good. Yeah, well, dead people,
Should I-
and they
should I
seem to be a
tighten my
militant
headband?
group.
Can tighten my
Is your head-
headband.
Is your
Some,
headband?
some of those like
You're
just
really
going
dead
with your
people
headband,
have
that's it.
gotta have been killed in
Tight.
the middle of that, right? So you'll probably find something.
I make
Oh,
a.
there was some casualties for sure.
I'm gonna make a makeshift loincloth for out of what is it? Displacer skin.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be butt naked when I get there.
So you're just gonna take your 3 inches.
Yep. Gonna wrap up, cover much as I can, man.
All right, cool. It's like a
Not
super
doing
jock
much.
strap.
Not doing much.
I'm gonna stick with the
It's an eye patch.
just with the cloak on. So I'll have a cloak. So I'll look clothed from the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
think we're
So
ready.
I'm
All right.
I'm gonna.
Sorry,
yeah,
I know it's
I'm ready.
inconvenient.
What?
I know it's inconvenient. It's you know, it took me by surprise when it happened to me too. And then you realize that they're opening up a cloak and they're showing the goods.
Old lady
I've been
goods.
naked for 200 years.
Gross.
Free as a bird.
Yeah.
Has she
I'm ready to get
naked
outta
for 200 years?
And it's
Okay, let's. We good? I'm good. I'm good.
all
I
right.
just
I'm
turn
gonna
my gaze upwards at one of the void worm things.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out Frederick and I'm gonna put him in my headband. Just FYI.
Oh, you
So I can
your,
keep-
your mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you pull the mouse
Do I see
out,
this mouse?
you put it. You put the mouse on. When the mouse comes out and it's on your head, like under the headband, the void keepers swarm that area
Mm.
and they make a gesture as if to bow.
Mm. Ha!
As if.
As if to
Interesting.
bow.
That's creepy.
And Skillford gets really excited. Oh, can I pet him really quick? I haven't felt the touch
No.
of fur in so long. No, oh, okay.
It's not that kind of party.
All right, fine.
Freddy doesn't like to be pet
Okay,
because he's not a pet.
I'm gonna look.
understood.
I'm gonna look at the mouse
Mhm.
in the eyes, and then I'm gonna look Tom in the eyes, like a knowing, like a little side eye. Like,
What's going on here?
and then all right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
What was that about?
Yeah, very interesting. I don't know
Skillford's
what
like,
that is
I
about.
don't.
Sacred
Obviously.
secrets.
I don't know. It's very interesting though.
Yeah. We'll find out.
All right, ready then?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yep.
All
What about you,
right.
Tor?
2x2.
Let's do it.
Go on through.
Yo.
I'll take care of Nubbins. Please make sure that I don't die again. In the future.
Tom, what's your dex
Mhm.
bonus?
Dex bonus. Hold on a second. Dex bonus is 5.
Oh yeah, so you
that right?
and
5?
Bonnie are the only ones that have any AC right now. So I have 11 in armor and a shield.
Yeah, because you're losing all your armor.
Well, actually, I think I have armor on for my
How do I
fighting.
take it off?
Tor,
How do I
what is
unequip the
your
light? Oh, sorry.
Tor?
Yeah.
What is your holy symbol? What is it on? Do you remember?
It's a snowflake.
What is it? Where is it on your person?
I lost all my cool stuff, man. I had a poison
Did
kit,
we
too.
put
It's
it-
been so long since I've had it and broiled it onto me.
Did we turn that into a brand or did we make that on
I
your
believe it
shield?
was branded
It's a
straight
brand, yeah, we
into
branded
me.
it.
Okay.
Hot.
Cool. Makes sense.
Actually, cold.
Cool.
Hey.
Whoa. It's like freezer burn.
Burning frost.
It's good. Okay. You guys all go into
So how do I take my armor off? How do I get the armor off? my character sheet?
You won't need to. No. Just keep it on your sheet.
Okay.
Don't remove
But
any
what
of
is
the
my
stuff off your sheets.
what's my AC
So
score
if
going to
you-
be then?
Don't
If-
remove
if
any stuff off your
you-
sheets.
What?
Don't take anything off your sheets yet.
I just want to know how much my AC score going to be.
Uh,
It's
we'll-
on the
we'll-
item. Under the thing, there's a little black dot. If you click on that, you can unclick it.
Yeah, you can just like uncheck it.
Ah.
But you can keep it there for right now.
You sure?
Is that
Okay.
breaking up for you guys?
Trying to
or
keep the
just-
realism going.
Dad's breaking up.
No, you're breaking up.
Okay.
Everybody else sounds good to me. Am I okay?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
hit or miss for them though. It's not doing it every time. It's just
Yeah.
weirdly sometimes.
It's like semi going.
Oh, you
robo,
do that,
but
sorry.
not going robo.
All right. Well, Kel's is the only
How
one
do you
that's coming in kind of robo. But
Oh,
Internet.
I see it. Uncheck. Yeah, boy. My AC didn't go down that much.
Why is
Hey,
Discord
why
using
not?
50% of my CPU?
because it loves you.
Yikes, dog.
It's the damn cameras, man.
All right. So you guys all go
Yes.
through, yeah?
Yeah. we're all
Taking
gonna-
your
Yeah.
your friendo in hopes that he remains with you.
We'll find out
Next time on Dragon Ball. Just kidding.
next time
Okay.
on Dragon Ball something.
So Scalefra says, "All right, guys. Good luck. Don't let the world die. Okay? That'd be real good. I will have zero chance of escape if that happens. So, please help me.
Inspirational words, thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Touch a tree for me. Bye."
Goodbye.
Suddenly we're all naked.
Lost everything. I lost it. Oh, nice. I lost everything. My crowbar,
Lost it. Oh no.
my hammer, my rations, my tinderbox, my water skin, my hemp rope, my rope. I have so much rope. It's all gone.
I only
I
have
unchecked
50
it all.
words, so-
All right.
It's amazing music, by the way.
Thank you. Inspiration to anybody who can figure out what it's from. Go ahead.
Oh.
Place yourselves right here at the very top. You're at the very top of a very tall tower. Temple.
Where's my icon? I drop it in.
Yeah, you gotta drop it in. So grab your name and drag it all the way over to the area right here. There we go.
Oh, it's stayed the right size. Indiana Jones.
Yep. Oh nope. Nice try.
Oh, it's not Indiana Jones.
Nice try. Nope.
I feel like that part right there. No, I don't know.
Nope.
Episode
Having
1.
Arnold in the movie.
Nope.
Okay, I don't know.
I have
It's a
high
Yeah, it does
temple
seem
raid
like
of some
episode
sort.
one.
have high confidence that none of you will get it. You'll get close, but you won't get it.
It's a temple raid of some sort.
Nice.
Indeed. Indeed it is. Temple.
Conan the
It's not Indiana
Barbarian.
Jones.
Conan the Destroyer.
Okay, you can't just saying names.
Red Sonja.
These all have Arnold in them, and we were told there's no Arnold in this, unless he lied to
No,
me.
It's not episode. It's not Star Wars. Like, where's
Torgata.
that last part right there? That seemed.
Torgata. It's
Oh,
Red
it was
Sonja.
Conan.
It's from Red Sonja.
Sonja.
Oh, Redstone. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, I wouldn't have got that. You're right.
Yeah, I didn't figure anybody would.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You know what? It's held up. It's pretty good. I think it's almost better than Conan the Destroyer, in my opinion.
Hey, it has not held up. It's not that great.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You lose an arm in the transfer.
Oh,
Tor, you notice that your friend does not appear with you. Your
Ah,
nubbins.
son of a.
It's okay. There's
But-
5 more.
Suddenly, as you appear, all of those with divine magic or arcana fill this surge of power, shoot into you, and it's so much more intense than any other day that you've practiced your magics, and it feels different today, and you are full up on all of your spells, your spell slots. Tor and Ani, you gain a spell slot, a level 1 spell slot.
Damn. Okay.
Ooh.
You gain 1 level 9 spell slot.
Gain 1 level 9 spell slot. You get the wish, and the end of the campaign is done. All right. So as you come in, you see the top level that is open to the sky. You see a carousel of stairs going down, and they're littered with dead bodies. There are a few dead bodies here. There happen to be 5 dead bodies. Many of them are armed and armored. Just so.
Oh yeah, looting time.
I
Oh,
approach
yeah.
the one that appears to have the heaviest of armor.
I approach the one that has any kind of
Yeah.
leather armor.
Are you guys gonna search these folks?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Before we,
They get
before
starting
we
Starting here.
take any movements,
Oh, I'm starting
can
this chick.
can I cast Divine Sense?
Yeah, absolutely. As you're doing this and you're looking through the bodies, you begin to hear you hear the sound. You heard it as soon as you got in here, but you just now realize what it is. It's coming from below. There is the grinding sound of stone on stone, as some sort of mechanism is closing or rolling a stone, and it's very loud and echoes through the chamber, and you hear the breathy gasps and sounds of torment down below, of some people who are hurt. They sound feminine in nature. 2 of the
We
bodies
gotta
of
go handle this now.
Do I get anything else?
I gotta get some armor.
yeah, if you loot the bodies, you find exactly what you had.
Oh, perfect.
So that's why I said don't take
Sweet!
it off your sheets.
Put
Just wanted to scare you.
it
a little
back
bit.
on.
Just wanted to
Yeah,
scare you.
small knife. Oh yeah.
Including all of your
Spell.
adventuring packs and things like that. You see
Crossbow.
those are kind of littered around the
Yeah.
top, almost conveniently like someone placed them there for you.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Do I get anything off of that? Like celestial fiend, undead within.
Oh,
6
sorry. You did divine sense. Let me. You don't have any kind of detection of anything undead. No fiends, no celestials. You know the type celestial fiend, because it's just like those types of things, right? Like vampires and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't sense anything that is off in that way. So it does not. You don't hear any movement. You don't hear any. You don't hear any like fighting. It seems like all the fighting is done, and you've come into the tail end of it. You do hear the hoofs of horses in the distance as they ride off to the south.
I just start heading down the stairs towards the cries.
Okay.
Yep.
So what you realize very quickly is that this is a very, very tall tower, and it's about 300 feet. And as you circle your way down, you get to the bottom as the 2 stones come together and close up, and you no longer hear the sounds of the cries. You notice that there are bits of golden armor that seem to fit that of a priestess because of the form and the size, and white cloaks and items, scepters, things like that, lying around on the ground that would have been used in ceremony. Those are scattered about as you go down. There does not seem to be any loot of any other sort.
Can I cast detect magic
Yeah.
as we're walking?
Nice.
If you cast it,
Since it can be up for 10 minutes, so just so that way.
just the whole time. Okay.
Yeah. So that way I can get a ping of if there's any like magical
Sure.
shit around us.
You see a lot of symbology that is reminiscent of the snake cult symbol that you found. It's slightly different. It just looks like it's the same kind of motif, but it's presented in a different way. So there's 3 snakes instead of 2, and they're all intertwining in circles. They do give off a bit of a magical hue to you, but they don't seem to have any kind of properties other than they are sanctified. Some god is tapping into that as like a holy symbol, and they're littered all over. You see them scattered on the ground as if they were pulled off of people's necks and thrown to the ground. There's some that are hanging that are larger, It's embroidered on many of the things, like a gong at the bottom of the stairs. There's a lot of long swords and short swords with it on the hilts. Few daggers even.
That have the snake.
That have the
symbol?
symbol on them.
Okay.
You take it?
Is there any of the weapons like giving off a stronger magical aura?
No, there's nothing that's outside of it just being, attached to the symbol, and that symbol being attached to some god that you're picking up. There's no, like, it's not like a +1 weapon or anything like that. It seems like this is something ceremonial, or maybe a cleric would use it, or a priest or priestess would use this.
I'll look back to the group and be like, I don't know how much of a cult this is. There's a divine sense about this, like an actual god was speaking with these people.
Yikes.
Can I pick up one of the like necklaces that has the symbol on it?
Yep.
All right, I'll take one of
Would
those.
I have any recognition of this symbol? I don't
Yes.
know.
Actually, since with how you've come into this, like, not knowing a bit about who you are, like, go ahead and make a history check.
History check.
Nat 20.
Ooh!
Yes. You start to think about this and you ponder, and a little voice starts to speak from you. That's not you.
Like
And
to
it's-
all of us?
Out loud. It's just like
Is it
it's like a
Rictavio?
scan. It's like a scan.
Rictavio.
It's a scan. It's like a Siri's voice type of thing. It comes out and says,
Nice.
identified icon of the Sisterhood of the Serpent, circa blah 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 year. Then it's which is like, previous 200, before the 200 years that you've gotten here. Like, it's telling you that it's been around for a long time. It is a religious organization of what is considered to be zealots. They are they're seen to be harmless and protectors of nature. They believe in more druidic practices in terms of how to take care of things in the world, and that's the information that you get from that, knowing what that symbol means and what it's for. And that during this time, they resided heavily in the land of Hykia, which is
IKEA.
where
Land
their
of
temple would
Ikea.
be located at. IKEA. No, Hykia.
Sorry.
It's not very well put together.
It is kind of shoddy. There's meatballs everywhere.
It's
so
like it's a bunch of foreign, Swedish.
You can't read anything.
I can't read. Why is everything
Lots
got
of
an umlaut?
screws.
Why are there umlauts everywhere?
Extra screws lying around everywhere. Extra screws everywhere.
I asked for
Spare
a
parts.
spell, and I was missing some of the ingredients. Just
Shitty lighting everywhere.
I'm gonna have to come back here for more components. What the fuck is this?
Oh.
It takes you 6 hours to get
So-
through this entire thing.
So that was said all out loud, and not my
Yeah.
voice.
It was from you. Like it's like you put it in your chest or something, and it like popped this little like hologram
My,
kind of
mouth,
popped
my
out.
mouth was not moving at all
Right.
while this happened.
Right. It's like an internal thing that you turned on, and you can turn it off now. In the future, if you don't want me to do that.
Oh no, I love it.
Okay.
I think I was hoping it was your mouth that was doing it, like in the movies when Terminator like copies someone's
Oh,
voice.
How's
That's right.
Bobo?
Because you do look human.
How was
Wolfie? How's... Not to get off subject here, but did you know that John Connor's stepmom or foster mom in Terminator 2 was the female Marine in Aliens?
That makes a lot of
No.
sense. Yep, that's definitely
You're
her.
welcome. Tidbit for the night.
James Cameron. I'll reuse you again.
Yep, basically. Okay, sorry, I got on track. So
Wow,
you guys,
man,
you
the
guys
hair
get
makes such a difference.
I know it does. You guys get to the bottom. It took a long time. It took too long. You guys weren't able to get there in time to open or see what was going on underneath this giant stone mechanism. What do you
Was it
what do you guys
doors
like?
that like closed?
Yeah, it's like these two. It's like this. It looks like a boulder that was split in half, which no longer has the split. But you saw this like closing as you were going down, but it took too long for you to get down there. It was kind of half closed anyway, and once it closed, you no longer heard the cries and the screams.
And I don't see a seam or anything.
No, and you don't see any of the bodies of anyone that resembles a priestess. You just see the dead bodies and blood stains around the mercenary-looking people that you took off.
That we robbed.
Yeah, that you robbed, that you looted.
Shit, how do we got? Is there a door?
I'm gonna try to take one heavy swing at the.
Okay.
Well, with your fist?
Giant mace.
Mace.
Oh,
fist,
that's right.
Whatever.
Ace of smashing. My ace of smashing.
Yeah, I mean, just to see if I can get like a chunk out to try and open it, because if that's where we heard cries coming from.
Oh, you want the Temple Raid music again? I was trying to mix it up for you.
Yeah, I was really feeling it.
Okay, here I'll just keep.
I feel like we're in
keep pumped up.
Any second now.
Okay.
Roll for initiative. Go for initiative. So I keep waiting here.
3 games in a row? I would never.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep
So
it playing,
you
man.
take your swing.
Would never, sure.
You gonna make an attack roll? Or...
Do you want me to make an attack roll or like what?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack
String.
roll. Or well, if you're trying to move it, whatever you're trying to do, just go ahead and make your roll. Nope. Does not. You take like a chip off of it, but it seems like this is gonna take a lot of time with your best efforts to move. This was
I'm gonna
pretty
start
secure.
looking around the door, see if I can figure out the mechanism that closes it.
Okay.
Or opens it or anything. Look for buttons,
I'll take a look
symbols.
at it.
Do an investigation check.
Let me take a look at that door too.
Okay. Yeah,
I
everyone
can
wants to do it.
pop it
shit.
open.
Okay.
Hell
Kel
yeah.
nailed it.
Hell yeah.
So you're kind of like.
Oh, never mind. No need.
Okay. So
Never mind.
Kel, you're kind of like futzing around the door, the bottom floor of this, to try to figure out how this mechanism works. There is a doorway that leads out that is open, and you guys can leave this building. It's not like you're closed in here, but the boulder in the center that is closed up now, seem to have some sort of trigger mechanism. There's a hole on like an altar to the side of it, and there's a very specific hole that is kind of sunken in that seems to be about 8 or 10 inches. And there's an inscription on there that reads something to the effect of the scepter of power goes here type of thing. So there's some sort of a special key that should go in there, is what you're getting. But it is in your investigation, you do not find this anywhere around.
Okay. Is there any other way out of here?
There's a doorway out. Like, I mean, you guys are just on I'm showing you guys the top end. So, like, if you guys want to leave, you can. I can just take you to the next scene. But that's what you see inside.
Okay. Yeah, we can't get through that door, right? There's no way to get through that.
You can't
rock
open up that rock
door.
anymore. Yeah, whatever that was, it apparently was some part of the ceremony.
Whoa.
Damn.
Other priestesses, hopefully they can figure it out.
And we can't find Skillfree? Skillfree's not in here at all?
Yeah, young Skilfra is not here. You don't see any of the other priestesses either.
Skillfree.
Do we see anything outside?
Shit.
Like, just looking out the door outside?
Far on the horizon, you see like a dust cloud that is, from your best estimation, is made from the sounds of the hoof steps of a lot of horses heading south.
Are there any of those mercenaries on the bottom floor here?
No, there's nobody left that would be able to fight you. There's no resistance. Seems like all of that was...
Like dead body.
Oh, dead bodies? Down on the... Yeah, I mean, they're littered throughout everywhere. Like, there's probably a couple downstairs. It's going all the way down. You saw a few bodies. Probably about 10 total.
Any markings on the mercenaries or anything like identifiable?
Like tattoos and stuff like that?
Or, if they wear an emblem or...
Oh, right.
Specific style cloak, just... anything about the body that
what
would
you
make
notice about them is they
them
all
recognizable.
wear gold and black, and that's what all of their regalia looks like. There doesn't seem to be a symbol anywhere on anybody. There's no branding marks, there's no tattoos other than like standard tattoos that they would have gotten. Most of the men that you investigate, that you see along the way, seem to be lowborn. They seem to be, you know, they don't look like they took care of themselves too well physically, outside of being in good shape, like their bodies, from fighting. But they seem to be pretty banged up. These might be mercenaries, your best guess.
Did it sound like the cries that we heard were from like survivors that were like escaping, or did it sound like they were being dragged down there?
You would have not gotten there during whatever was happened. You just got there when that stone was closing, and you did hear the noises from down below. They sound like maybe they were hurt and they're in a pit. But they didn't sound good. They sounded like the death throes and the whimperings of people who are severely, mortally wounded.
But it's silenced as soon as the pit closed, and we have no way in.
Yep.
Well then. My infravision of true sight. Do I see anything that may be invisible?
No, nothing magical, nothing invisible, nothing catches your eye.
Okay, let me see what. Old Earth is only for loose stuff. Okay.
I keep forgetting that Kel's wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that helmet. So anything that came through with magical markings on, that had +1, any kind of magical item that you had, like I think Tor has a magical mace, a +1. From that you picked up at one point during the oh, that was you that picked it up. Okay.
Yeah, I took
in any case, you have exactly what you had when you left, when you came in here, because you picked it up off of the dead bodies. So that's why I said don't take anything off here. You showed up, you on site procured, and you are good to go. And now you blend in maybe more. Okay, what do you do?
Well, we can't get into here, which is where I want to go. At least, not that I don't think we can get in there.
There does not seem to be a way. No.
Hey, Tom, you can pick locks, right?
I can, sir. I can.
Want to give this one a try?
What lock are you trying to pick?
Let's do it.
The big key one for the boulder to move.
Oh, okay.
See if it's even something that can be picked.
That's the one.
What
that
kind of throw would that
makes
be?
the amulet of power, right?
Yeah, that's this.
Good.
Well, that's
A
what you can
dex throw?
assume. That's
A
no,
dexterity?
There'll be a sleight of hand, or a thieves.
Oh, thank you,
You
sir.
can try. Yeah, we can try
It's
sleight
been
of
so
hand.
long.
I think.
It's been so long since I've had to use anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aha!
if you have that set up, but
that definitely doesn't. Do
I
it.
don't think I have it set up. Yeah, I don't have it
sleight
set
of
Yeah.
up.
hand would do the same thing with giving you proficiency and all that shit.
Right, because
Oh,
it's
wait,
the
hold
same
on. Maybe
thing.
I do have
These
I
oh,
do
there
have
you
it.
go. Oh, cool. There you go.
Sweet.
+1.
I do have Yeah, it's up one more. But
So yeah,
anyway.
so you're
Next
fixing
time I'll use-
around, and you're using your thieves tools, and you're trying to like dig around, and you're like you notice that it's like this isn't a lock. This is like something that might be. It's literally just like a couple of stair step drilled hole down. So whatever goes in here is the item itself is the key. So you don't see anything that you can dig around in and try to unlock, or it's not like a typical lock. It seems to be magical in
Kind of.
nature.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Octavio. Attempt to. Octavio. Are you there?
He does not answer you.
Shit.
the ring not make it through?
It should still be on.
Wasn't he in your ring?
Yeah.
Well, he was in the ring, but he has
Didn't have
no
a body.
body.
Oh no, not like this.
Connection.
Not like this.
Seems the connection has been broken
Octavio.
for now.
Huh. Well, I guess you. I checked the book. I checked the book.
Okay.
I checked the book.
I look in the book to see if there's anything that it says about the Sisterhood of the Serpent. It talks about, you know, rituals, this creepy pit, anything.
In the book, you don't see anything about this pit or its purpose. You do see a mention of the Talisman of Power, and that it is widely assumed to be kind of a myth, and only the inner circle knows about it. And then there's some like, it looks like code that's in Skeelfra's handwriting in that area, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem to be a language that you've ever seen before.
Huh. It doesn't happen to be Thieves' or
It does not,
Draconic.
no.
Hmm.
It's kind of
Or
like
does it have
it's kind of like
orcish? No?
an improvised hieroglyphics type thing, but it doesn't match up with anything that you would assume it would.
Cool. All right. I put the book away. Like, well, I'm out of ideas. So you want to just chase after those guys who are riding away that we probably can't catch up to?
Do you think they would have taken prisoners?
Maybe. I'm not sure what else we can do. We could try checking the top floor. There's a doorway at the top floor. Or there's a doorways into these towers.
They go into like these towers, yeah. There's three of
Let's
them.
go.
Are there any like hidden corners or anything around here that we can that like young Skeelfra could potentially hide in?
Do you want to?
Is what I'm getting at.
I'll see what the investigation, because Kel would have like looked around everywhere, and kind of like you guys would have been together whenever this is all happening and like figuring out things. So you would have noticed that there is some sort of a depressed stone on the opposite side of the bottom floor, where like a bit of a ramp kind of goes down, and then you see light at the end of it, and it goes out the opposite direction of where the actual entrance seems to be.
Okay.
I vote we go that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you guys doing?
Sure.
That sounds good to me.
Cool. Okay. So we're done in here.
Ooh, more
and,
bodies.
You come out this direction, and as you exit, you see two more dead bodies. One is one of those mercenary type guard-looking guys with the golden black outfit on, armor, and then there's a priestess that seems to have met her end here. And then there's a trail of blood that goes off towards this little square down here.
All right.
Are we still in that 10 minutes that my detect magic would be up?
I would say you're coming up on the end of it, and like it would probably last for one more use of if you're trying to do something with it.
Just if there's anything within 30 feet out here, or if it's just the same thing, like off the priestess and stuff.
No, yeah, you see like the same things off the priestess.
Alright, cool.
And the ground kind of illuminates a little bit in spots. There's certain like bits of like rock and stuff that seems to be maybe what the amulets are made out of. But other than that, no. Like other than a generic holy aura of this sanctified place.
I'm just gonna point at the blood trail and then.
Yep.
Follow that. I'll tell everybody to just be like, stay behind me, and I'll tank it up.
Righty-o.
So you guys head down over here. And as you come to this little area, you see another body on the ground, but this one seems to be moving a bit, kind of crawling.
I run up to the body, the person.
Okay. They seem to, as you approach, they seem to get spooked, and they try to move faster, and you start to see a lot more blood come out, and they're definitely dying.
I'm just gonna say wait, and put my hand on like their shoulder.
Okay.
And then
Put
I'm
your
going
hand
to
on my
drop. We'll say 10 points of lay on hands.
Okay. As you cast lay on hands, the wounds begin to heal, but it seems to take a lot out of her. It is female. It is one of the. She's in the priestess garb, but you can't quite tell because of so much blood. But as she's coming in and out of consciousness, as she's, like lying in your arms, she says 3 words, and that is, Talisman, sister, Brigitte. And she kind of falls to sleep in your arms, and this is who you see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big red.
She also says her name, and that's Varna.
Arna.
Do I recognize this person?
You do not.
Okay.
She does have fiery red hair, which is, not common.
Not an elf.
Actually is an elf.
I don't see any kind of resemblance to someone I might know at all.
You do a little bit. It kind of looks like a military personality from your time, but very young. 200 years. Who knows? Well, plus 500, like more like 1,200 years.
Would it look like anybody that the others might recognize?
I mean,
A little bit.
Tom and Tor, why don't you guys do perception checks? So you've stabilized the body. They seem to be. Oh yeah, Tom. You've stabilized the body. They don't seem to be dying anymore.
Yeah.
But they seem to be unconscious and in some sort of state of shock. Damn, both of you guys. So both of you guys looking, and you like look at each other. Maybe take a second glance. You're like Tillian?
No.
What?
Oh, what? Yeah.
What?
It kind of looks like.
Is
that.
it Tillian?
No, it's not. It's reminiscent. It's like a full elf version with, like related maybe. I don't know.
Great.
I don't want a meta game.
Right.
I don't remember last time.
Great grandmother.
Great grandmother. Great. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh yeah, because we went back in the past. Oh god. I don't know if I can deal with it.
Yeah, you're 200
I'm
years in the
just-
past.
While she's laying there unconscious, I'm gonna just pump another 10 points of lay on hands.
Okay. It doesn't seem to
Just
do
as
anything
a little-
extra, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I figured that she's missing more than 20 hit points. So
Is she not talking at all?
No, she's unconscious now.
Passed
She
out.
as soon as he laid on hands, she blurted out a few words, and then passed out
Yeah.
from the pain and the loss
Okay,
of
just wanted
blood,
to
and
make
she's
sure.
like healing, I guess. So you do this. You guys are kind of figuring out what to do next. You heard the words that were said. Her name, Varna. She said, Talisman. What are you laughing at?
Talisman's sister, Brigitte.
Correct.
and then her name.
And then her name. Yep. Like she was trying to spit it all out at once, and it just didn't. It didn't get there. So while you guys are tied up with that, you start to hear the sound of a single horse, but it's a very big horse. And
do we know which direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it's coming from behind you, but it comes up very quickly.
Oh shit!
And
I'm gonna roll behind one of these pillars if I have the ability to.
I'm just gonna hoist her up, so I'm like fireman carry, basically, and yeah, try and like shift behind one of the pillars.
Okay.
Right about
So
where?
as you guys are, it's coming from this direction.
Are you on the right layer?
Not yet. And as you all turn, you're preparing for whatever's coming your way. You turn, and you see this giant warhorse made of smoke, almost red smoke. And as it gets close enough to you, this giant hulking man, this warrior with a broadsword, just the smoke dissipates as they come to the ground, and you feel the ground shake as if his weight is as he plants his feet is moving the very ground underneath him. And you see,
Pretty sure the guy's heavier than
Elrond.
you see Elrond. No, you see. You hear a familiar voice, and it says,
A familiar voice?
It says, "Unhand her."
You
You see
knave.
Oh, Calidor.
You see a very young, youthful, fit Rock in Calidor, in all red studded leather armor. In his
So my
giant
character's only met him
broadsword.
once.
Your character's only met him once.
Yeah, we met him. Yeah.
So he was supposed to be like the
It was like the fighter teacher,
yeah.
grandmaster, right?
That's EWT, right?
That's it, yep, correct.
We know very little about the guy. Because he was Tillion's trainer,
hmm
not ours.
And so as he does this,
Great.
that I think that's if he reveals himself and tells you guys to step back, and he draws his sword, looking to assess the situation.
Assess.
And that's where we'll end it for the night.
To get a murder hobo, you better back up.
Dun 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 dun.